Calling all stations, calling all stations. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Maritime Fusion Net. Before we get started, do we have any emergency traffic for the net? Nothing heard. This is PEI1JBL. My name is Jim, and I will be your net controller for tonight's net. This net meets every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Atlantic Time in the CQ Maritimes room 60207. The net is open to all amateurs in the Maritime provinces and is scheduled for 1 hour. The net is also streaming live on YouTube so that everyone can follow the net and participate in the chat room. Amateurs will be called in by province. When you check in, please give us your call sign using proper phonetics. After all Maritime stations are called in, stations from outside the area will get a chance to check in. A reminder, due to the delay in the system, key up for a second or two before transmitting and keep the PTT button on for a second or two after your transmission has finished. Right? Okay, first of all, do we have any announcements? Any announcements for the net? Over. Okay, the only thing I have is I am following the chat box tonight, so if anybody gets misses in the call up or whatever, and you are on the chat box, just let me know. Just write it in there that I didn't get you, and I'll add you to the bottom of the list there. Chat box is open for everybody to use there on the live stream. Okay, let's start her out here. Let's start for short time stations that are even mobile. I guess mobile could be in there too because it all depends where they're at. So any mobile or short time stations that need to come into the net, come on ahead.
Victor Echo 1, Foxtrot, Oscar X-ray.
V1 RCC mobile.
Okay, I got two stations, but I thought I heard a third station in there. I've got you, Curtis, PE1FOX, and I got Rob, PE1RCC mobile. Was there a third station in there? It was very weak if there was. Okay, I guess not. We'll just go with these two. Top of the list. No, let's go to Robert, VE1RCC mobile. Come on in, Rob.
V1 JVL, VIN RCC mobile. Yes, just on the outskirts of Glenwood. Just left one to go on my way back home to enjoy the rest of the evening there, and just checked into the Maritime net there, and I figured, well, I heard this one going on, so I said, well, I may as well, for once, check in early. Usually I'd be going to Taekwondo at this time, but work kind of freaked me up there today. But anyway, thanks for letting me in, and everyone have a good day there. VE1 RCC mobile.
Yeah, okay, very good, Rob. Yeah, you usually are later in the net there, so good to have you on board here first there. So 7-3, safe traveling there, and we'll be talking to you again there for sure. VE1 RCC mobile, VE1 JBL clear, and over to Curtis, VE1 FOX from VE1 JBL. Come on in, Curtis.
Well, VE1 JBL with the Maritime Fusion net, Victor Echo 1, Foxtrot, Oscar X-ray here in 3 Mile Plains. Good evening to you, Jim. Good evening to all other operators on this evening. I would like to stick around for the net there, but I got to take the sister-in-law home after bingo here, so I have to jump out early there. We'd stick in a little longer there for sure, Jim. Beautiful day here in 3 Mile Plains. Oh, it was right up around 10, 11 degrees here this afternoon. Beautiful weather, so you get out and do a little yard work till it told me to come back in the house and leave it alone, so. There we go, Jim. We're on short time, then we'll make it short time, so Good evening to all, and we'll get back to you, Jim. VE1 JBL with the Maritime Fusion Net, Victor Echo 1 Foxtrot Oscar X-ray here in 3 Mile Plain. For Claire 7-3, have a great one, Jim. Thanks for bringing me in. Back to you.
Yeah, okay, very good, Curtis. No problem at all there. Yes, it was a beautiful day here. We went into the Sugar Woods today. We outside of Amherst there in Fenwick. We went into the Sugar Woods today, and we went in with jackets on, but we come out with just our T-shirts on. The jackets were in our hand there. Boy, it was warm in there. I think it was about plus 15 in the woods there, in the Sugar Woods there. But it was a beautiful day to go to the Sugar Woods. That's for sure. I really enjoyed it there. So that was our trek for the day. Thanks, Curtis, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there. Okay, we'll do it one more time. Any more short time stations or mobile stations that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion Net? Come on in.
Victor Echo 9, Papa Kilo Victor.
Victor Echo 9, Oscar Sierra Kilo.
Victor Echo 9, Alpha India.
Victor Echo 9, Papa India November.
Okay, we'll go with those 3 stations here in short time and or mobile stations. Praveen, come on in. BE9 PKV.
BE1 JBL, this is Victor Echo 9, Papa Kilo Victor, Praveen and Sackville. I'm thankful to you for letting me come in quickly in the evening. I can't be here for too long. 73 to all, and have a great net. Thank you very much for doing the net. 73.
Okay, very good, Praveen. Thanks very much for coming in there. Good to have you on board there tonight, and have yourself a great evening. BE9 OSK, go ahead, Oscar.
V1 JBL, V9 Oscar Sierra Kilo. I'm on V1 VFB. I don't know which repeater that is there, so I didn't hear anything on the mountain one there. Just checking in. Thanks for calling me in there, and 7-3 to all. Victor Echo 9 Oscar Sierra Kilo.
Yeah, okay, very good, Oscar. Yeah, I'm just looking on the list here, and I'm not seeing the Moncton repeater on here at all, so I don't know if they had a problem with it today or not there, but it's not on our list here this evening, so be curious to see. Mike will probably come in later on and give us a rundown what's going on there. Thanks, Oscar, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. Up to Fredericton, Gary, come on in. BE9 AI, BE1 JBL.
The VE1 JBL net control, VE9 AI, Gary in Fredericton on the Fredericton repeater. Not much new here, another nice day, but looks like about 5 days of miscellaneous stuff on the way, I guess. Could be rain or snow or something, but here's hoping it's not too much. I was hoping that I'd soon be able to get to the cottage and do a few jobs, but anyway, we'll have to wait and see. With that, we'll say good evening to one and all on frequency and pass it back to you, Jim. VE9 AI.
BE9 AI in BE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Gary. Yeah, good on that. And yes, the weather is supposed to be a little dirty here in the weekend here, and then I think start to warm up again next Tuesday. So we'll get a little more spring-type weather instead of this weather we've been getting the last few days here. So very good. Thanks, Gary, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there. And I think I heard Bert in there. I think I seen his call sign come in there. Bert, are you there? BE9 PIN?
Yeah. Victor Echo 9, Papa India November. Good evening, everyone. Can be long at a Zoom meeting, so have a pleasant evening and a good week to all. We'll be listening on the far side.
Yeah, okay, very good, Bert. VE9 PIN in Edmonton, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, and good on the Zoom net there. So good luck with that. Have yourself a great evening. Thanks very much for coming in. Okay, let's open it up here now. We'll first go to Nova Scotia tonight. Stations from Nova Scotia that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion at Nova Scotia stations. Come on in.
Whiskey.
VE1 Lima Victor. Victor Echo 1 Zulu X-ray, VE1 ZX.
Victor Alpha 1, Charlie.
Victor Echo 1, Papa Alpha Bravo.
Okay, I got 5 stations that time. I got VE1JW, VE1LV, VE1ZX, VA1 Charlie, and VE1 Papa Alpha Bravo. Who did I miss?
Victor Alpha 1, sorry, correction, Victor Echo 1 November Mike.
Okay, I copied one more station, Victor Echo 1 November Mike. Any other stations from Nova Scotia?
Victor Alpha 1, Bravo India Lima.
Echo 1, Mike.
Okay, got a couple more stations there. I got VA1 VIL and VE1 Mike. Let's go to the top of the list. Eric, come on in. VE1 JW down in Greenwood. VE1 JVL.
Yeah, very good, Jim. Yeah, beautiful day, as everybody said. Looks like another one tomorrow. I was out running around doing errands this morning and puttering around a bit this afternoon. On FTA early this morning, went out and found 3 new countries, so that was kind of nice. But anyway, other than that, the rest of the day, haven't been on the radio too much, a little bit here and there, but didn't find much new and exciting for countries to work. But anyway, and Brian tried a couple of times to get in on IQ as well. Jim, you might add him to the bottom of your list there. He tried to get in a couple of times, so he may not have made it. But anyway, other than that, nothing too exciting here, I don't think. We're just puttering along and enjoying the nice days and just watching the weather. Got some antenna work to do, so hopefully another week or so it'll be, I'll get at that. Looks like a few days of rain coming up. Got some errands to do tomorrow, so probably won't get to it tomorrow, but after the rain stop next week, we'll probably get to doing our antenna work at B1 JW.
Yeah, okay, very good, Eric, and good on everything. I got Brian down at the bottom here, and yeah, good on the antenna work there, and you get a few rainy days there, you'll be able to work on those, so good stuff. Thanks, Eric, for coming in, as always. Have yourself a great evening. Let's go down to Valley. VE1LV, VE1 JVL. Come on in, Hal.
I knew you would come out with that, Jim. VE1 JVL, this is VE1LV. I made some applesauce, and where the weather's going to be miserable on the weekend, I think I just may go down to see the XYL tomorrow. 7-3, have a good night, VE1 Lima Victor.
Okay, very good, Hal. Good and everything there, and yeah, you might want to drive tomorrow before it does get dirty. I think it's only going to be rain down that way. How's Betty doing, anyways, Hal? Over.
Well, the doctor diagnosed her as terminal, and he eliminated a lot of her medication, and it's like
the difference between daylight and dark. She is like her old self again, Jim. It's amazing. Both my son and I have noticed the same difference, that she's really turned around. So whether it's the calm before the storm, it's hard to say. VE1LV.
Yeah, okay, very good, Hal. Well, I'm glad things are turning around, that's for sure. You've been down there quite a while there, and you've been loyal going down there. So any improvement is a great thing for sure there. So all the best, and take care. Safe driving when you hit down there tomorrow there, too. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go down to Two Islands, Spursboro, VE1ZX, VE1JBL. Good evening, Brad.
V1 JBL, V1 Zulu X-ray. Very good evening, Jim. Very good evening to everybody on the net here. It was a nice day down here, but it took a while to warm up. It was about 4 degrees that I come home from Spring Hill playing hockey there around, I guess it was just a little after 12, and it was only 4 degrees here, but it warmed up in the afternoon there. We had the wind coming off the water. Of course, the water's only 4 degrees, so that's what our temperature was here. But it's up to 11 degrees here now. Thanks for checking me in, Jim. Have a good evening there. V1 JBL, V1 Zulu X-ray, Brad, and Two Island Birdsville.
Okay, very good, Brad. Good on everything there. Yeah, I was going to ask you, the ice is still in at the rink there, over?
Yes, I did, Jim. They're taking it out at the end of the month there. Still got a couple more games there, so it made the winter go pretty quick there, over.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, boy, when you can get out through the winter and play a little hockey there, that does make the time go a little bit quicker there for sure. Just to get out of the house, period, for anything. And so, anyways, thanks, Brad, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. I see Moncton's up and running now, guys. So if anybody's listening, I see the Moncton repeater back online here. So I'm not sure what's going on, but anyways, maybe we'll hear when we get the Moncton crew in there. Okay, let's go down to Halifax. Victor Alpha 1, Charlie, VE1 JBL. Come on in.
Very good evening, Jim. Thank you for letting me in tonight. Want to say hello to everybody on frequency tonight. It certainly was a great day. Just tuning up things here for the CQ contest the weekend, and see if we can do or get out of the backyard and maybe get 1 or 2 European stations if there's any propagation. It looks like somebody stole propagation tonight. Thank you, Jim. I'm not going to hold. Nothing else is new. I'll say 7-3, wishing everybody on the air the very best. Stay safe, of course, and hopefully the shots will soon be out. This is VA1C, VA1CC back to net control. VE1 JBL. Thank you, Jim.
Yeah, okay, very good, Brian. Good on everything there. And yeah, the shots are out. I got mine on the weekend. I was lucky. I got into that 64 range there. So I got mine on Saturday, and I go back in 3rd of July for the second shot there. So anyways, they are out and about. So hopefully you'll get it sooner than later, that's for sure. Thanks very much, Brian, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there. Alistair, VE1 PAB, VE1 JBL, come on in. And Alistair, I don't have any location for you. What's your QTH there, over?
Yeah, VE1 JBL, this is VE1 PAB. Yeah, I'm in Fletcher's Lake, Nova Scotia, Halifax area, out near the airport there. I don't get on the air very often, so just had an opportunity tonight. Enjoying this weather. Anytime I can get out on 2 wheels instead of having to sit in 4 this time of year, we certainly appreciate it. So I had a good run on a motorcycle today and enjoying that. And at home now, resting up and enjoying a little bit of the sunburn that I got. Anyway,
Good to be back. Good to be on the air every now and then. Back to you, VE1PAV out. VE1PAV, VE1JB. Okay, very good, Alistair. Thanks very much for coming in there. I got you down Fletcher's Lake. Very good. And good on the motorcycle. And yes, there was a gentleman that I saw today, and I said he's either got high blood pressure or he got himself a burn already because his face was quite red there. So, but anyways, yeah, if you got sun long enough, I'm sure you would get burned there for sure. Thanks, Alistair, for coming in, and have yourself a great evening. Victor Echo 1, November Mike. I don't think I have you down here anywhere, so this could be a new one here. Victor Echo 1, November Mike. This is VE1JBL. My name is Jim, located in Tignish, outside of Amherst. Net control for this evening. Come on in.
Greetings all, VE1JBL from VE1 November Mike. You might have heard my other half on a short while ago. We were doing the Ham in the Shack thing, and it was in fact her first contact on Fusion, and it is mine on a spanking new radio. Anyway, handle here is Natalie, and I am one of the Greenwood crew.
Oh, very good. VE1NM, VE1JBL. Very good, Natalie, and good to have you on board there tonight. And you're down in Greenwood. Okay, very good. I'm just marking this stuff down so I can put it in my books for next time. Anything else for the net there, over?
Tumbled on the net tonight. So what are the timings on it? Just the same time every week, or is it a daily thing, or what have you?
No, it's a weekly net. It's on every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock Atlantic time, 7 p.m. Atlantic time. And there is another net that's on Friday nights now in the CQ Maritimes room. It's the Fredericton Amateur Radio Club. It's on Friday nights at 8 o'clock. Friday nights at 8 o'clock. So those are the two nets that take place in the CQ Maritimes room. Over.
Super. You'll hopefully see me back here next Wednesday. Victor Echo 1 November Mike.
Yeah, okay, roger that, and do appreciate you coming in there tonight. And Natalie, what type of radio do you have? I think you said it was brand new spanking radio. So what did you get, over?
One of the new Yaesu FT991.
Roger, the 991. Very good. Yeah, we have a couple of hams that are on here tonight. There, we are using their 991. Those are quite a radio, that's for sure. So very good. Thanks very much for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there, and good to have you on board. Hopefully, we'll hear you more often down the log. 7-3 for now. Let's go back to Greenwood. Bill, VA1BIL, VE1JBL. Come on in.
VE1JBL, VA1BIL. Good evening, Jim, and everybody on the Fusion Net tonight. I'm enjoying the good weather just like everybody else here, and I've got a sore back to prove it. Anyways, that's about all I have this go around here. So I'll talk to you guys next week. VA1BIL 7-3.
Yeah, okay, very good, Bill. And FYI, for your information, there. Matter of fact, they are on here tonight. There's Victor Kilo 4 stations on here tonight. I'll call them in later, and they're quite active in the Lighthouse contest. The Lighthouse contest, and I had mentioned about your station and 3 other stations that took part last year and will probably take part this year. So you may have a question from him later on there. His name is Glenn. He's Victor Kilo 4 station. But anyways, I'll be calling him in later. But anyways, they're quite interested in the Lighthouse events. And I told him that you were one of them that we had up in this area here. So very good, Bill. Thanks very much for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there. Let's go to Kelly, VE1MM. First time around tonight, Kelly. You made it in. VE1JBL.
Victor Echo 1 like Mike here. I just enjoyed my day spectacularly. I hung out some clothes. And then I looked at the weather forecast for this coming weekend, and it said 8 inches of snow. So I'm really hoping that's going to be rain instead of snow. And we'll just wait it out. I'll do some contesting. PE1MM.
Yeah, okay, very good, Kelly. I don't think you're going to get too much of anything. I just watched the news, the news at 6 o'clock there, and New Brunswick's supposed to get most of the snow this time. And Les says you get down, they were only given 0 to 5 for us up here in Amherst. And less than that down your way. So keep your fingers crossed. I don't think it's going to be too bad there. But anyways, a little ointment, or a little fly in the ointment, I guess, for now. 7-3, Kelly, thanks very much for coming in. Have yourself a great week. And last but not least, Brian, back to Greenwood, VE1IQ, VE1JBL. Come on in, Brian.
Very good evening, Jim. VE1JBL, VE1IQ. Been one heck of a day here, and the past 24 hours, I guess, our beer decided it wanted to go its own way, sort of falling apart. It's many years old and homemade, so I guess we're going to have to replace that. But I had the driver's side front tire, go flat 3 times today. It got fixed 3 times. The 3rd time, I finally found out what it was. The only leak that I had is when there was pressure on the tire, on the tread. When the tread flexed, the air came out. When it wasn't flexing, it wouldn't leak air. Even at 80 pounds pressure, it would not leak. Anyway, enough of that. We're enjoying the net. Have yourself a good one there, Jim. VE1 India, Quebec.
Yeah, okay, very good, Brian. That's a head scratcher for sure. So very good. Throw it away. Lots of tires out there. I drove down today, and I think everybody's starting to clean out the garages and everything. I've seen used tires all over the driveways and the yards and everything. So of course, everybody's starting to do their spring cleaning here. So in this nice weather. Thanks, Brian, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. Okay, that's the first round from Nova Scotia. Let's go to PEI. Any stations from Prince Edward Island tonight? Any PEI stations? I'd like to check in the Maritime Fusion. It's on it.
Victor Yankee 2, Sierra Echo Charlie.
Okay, I got one station at a time. Sterling, I got you, BY2 SEC. Anybody else from Prince Edward Island like to check in? Nothing heard. Let's go to Sterling, BY2 SEC, VE1JBL. Good evening.
VE1JBL, VY2SCC. Good evening, Jim, and everyone on net. I think everybody out over here must be out working on their tans. But anyway, it was a great day over here. Other than that, we'll just like to wish everybody a good evening and take care. Be safe. Victor Yankee 2, Sierra Echo Charlie.
WY2 SEC, VE1JBL. Yeah, you could be right, Sterling, and like I say, and I mentioned before, I said the nets are going to start getting less and less people on them because with this weather, everybody's going to be out and about, and it's even still sunlight. Well, yeah, still sunlight here, so people can still be out here for another hour. It's 7:30, and we still got sunlight here, so we're doing well. Thanks, Sterling, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there, and thanks for taking part in the net. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go up to New Brunswick. Stations from New Brunswick, and I see Moncton is back on here, so hopefully everything is a go there. So any stations from New Brunswick that'd like to check in the Maritime Fusion net, come on in.
VE9, Delta Whiskey Juliet.
Victor Echo 9, Papa Alpha Lima.
Alpha. Victor Echo 9, Zulu Papa.
VE1 Oscar Lima.
Victor Echo 9, Mike Oscar. Bravo.
For Echo Niner, Foxtrot Charlie Papa, VE9 FCP.
Okay, that's a good start here. I'll tell you who I have here. I have VE9 DWJ, VE9 PAL, VE1 CSA, VE9 Zulu Papa, VE1 Oscar Lima, VE9 Mike Oscar, VE9 Charlie Uniform Bravo, VE9 Foxtrot Charlie Papa. Who did I miss from New Brunswick?
Victor Echo 9, Golf Charlie. Echo 9, Bravo, Oscar Foxtrot.
Okay, I have two more stations here. I got VE9 GC and VE9 BOF. One more time. Anybody else from New Brunswick? Okay, nothing hurt. We'll go to the top of the list here. David, come on in from Sackville, VE9 DWJ, VE1 JBL.
VE1 JBL, VE9 DWJ. Good evening to you, Jim, and everyone else on the Fusion net tonight. You're getting a good following there, and all of it. Everybody sounds very crisp and clear. I guess that's what Fusion's all about. Had a nice day in Sackville today, and I guess we're looking for a little dirt on the weekend, but I guess that's what they call poor man's fertilizer this time of year, and there's lots of poor men. So, hi, let's hope it comes. Everybody have a good evening and stay safe. VE1 JBL, VE9 DWJ.
Yeah, okay, very good, David. Good on everything there. Yeah, I was watching the news there tonight there about Jolly Cure on the march there, and Canada Post won't deliver mail to the people on the Jolly Cure road now because the road is in such bad shape there. So, of course, that all comes with this time of year, especially on the dirt roads. Our road here, the green road, is getting quite muddy here too, but at least we can get through there. So. And, of course, a little bit of poor man's fertilizer on top of that will probably even make it worse. So, anyways, we'll see how they make out over there. 7-3, David, thanks very much for coming in. Have yourself a great week there. Paul, let's go up to Irishtown. And, Paul, VE9 PAL, VE1 JBL. Come on in.
Yeah, VE1 JBL, this VE9 PAL. How you doing there, Jim, and everybody else, and Gordon there that came in there. It's 13 degrees here in Irishtown. Beautiful day today. Can't complain at all. It's talking. Felt good. But anyway, no traffic here. Great and safe week. Take care. VE9 PAL.
Yep, okay, very good, Paul. Good at everything there. And, yeah, Gordon's up at the end there, so we'll get him in there, too. I haven't heard Mikey come in here yet, but I'm sure he'll be in here later on. 7-3, have yourself a great night there. Let's go up to Marysville. VE1 CSA, VE1 JBL. Scott, come on in.
VE1 JBL, VE1 CSA. Good evening, Jim. Great crew in there this evening, and happy to get in on the first round this time. Hi. And yeah, I mentioned only about a half a second delay, maybe even a little less than that here between Robert's YouTube channel and live streaming. It's pretty interesting stuff. And good job. Nice to see that mingling in. Not much traffic here. We will just turn it right back to you. Say good evening to all. Have a great evening. 7-3. Victor Echo 1, Charlie Sierra Alpha. 7-3.
Yeah, okay, very good, Scott. Yes, I do see you in the chat box here mentioning that. So good stuff, and thanks for using that mode also. It's always nice to see everything being used that we have here. So and Robert's doing such a bang up job with it there. Don't disappoint him. Everybody get in that chat box. He likes that. Very good. Thanks, thanks Scott. Thanks Don for coming in. Appreciate it there. Have yourself a great evening there. And we'll probably hear you Friday night on the Frickerton net there. 7-3 for now. Aubrey, come on in. BE1OL up in oh boy. Where are we going here? Am I one ahead here? BE1OL. Aubrey, come on in.
Yeah, VE1JBL, VE1OL in Quispam Jim. And nice hearing you doing the net, and I've been listening right from the beginning, and like somebody mentioned, everything is so nice and clear. It's a real pleasure using this. And I was thinking of what you were saying. You were in the sugar bush today, and I presume you came away with some maple cream and maple sugar, making my mouth water. I haven't had any of that this year at all. Anyway, nothing else from here. Just wanted to say hello to everybody. Enjoying that very much, and hope I can get in here on Friday night as well. So back to you, Jim. VE1JBL, VE1OL.
Yeah, okay, very good, Aubrey. And yeah, we had a great day out there today. There's three sugar camps in there, and we pick up a little bit of maple cream and maple sugar at all three. They're all sitting on the counter here in the kitchen right now, and that's going to be my sugar fix for the next few days here. And the wife always picks up the barbecue sauce, the maple barbecue, and they came with extra spicy this year, maple barbecue sauce. So she picked up one of those. So I'm sure she'll enjoy that when we have our barbecue tomorrow. No, what's tomorrow? No, on Saturday. We'll have a barbecue. She'll have that. She'll have that stuff out for sure. Thanks, Aubrey, for coming in. Have yourself a great night here. Now, I might have made a mistake here. Dawn, did I get you in here, VE9 Zulu Papa? Dawn, you still there?
VE1JBL, VE9ZP, yeah, you kind of blinked there, Jim. No worries, man, no worries, it happens. Hey, it just shows we're only human, but it really takes a computer to screw things up there. Hi. Anyways, just a little nickel in the pot there for you. Great weather this part of the country. And it's like the rest of New Brunswick, from what I understand, we're kind of overcast now. So I don't think the space shuttle is going to be visible tonight, even though it was supposed to be over at about 9:47, and by the cloud cover, I don't think we're going to be watching that tonight. Anyways, 7-3 all on frequency. Hope everyone has a great evening and a great tomorrow, and we'll hand it back to you there, Jim. VE1 JBL VE9ZP.
Yeah, very good, Don. Sorry about that. Yeah, I had your name checked off. So I always check off everybody as they go by here, so I don't miss anybody. But I guess I already had your name checked off here, so that's why I was going on about the Friday night net there. Then after I finished it, I think I was still talking to Scott. So VE1CSA, Scott, you're not doing the net Friday night there. I don't want to put you on the spot there, but I'm pretty sure Don's going to do it. Anyways, sorry about that, guys. I think we got it all straightened out here now. We got Aubrey in there, so we're doing good. Thanks, everyone, for taking part there, and we'll be talking to you, Dawn, like I say, probably Friday night there, 7-3 for now. Let's go to Malcolm, who did the Friday night, the Ferguson Friday night last week. Boy, I'm going to have to start talking here again. VE9MO, VE1JBL. Come on in, Malcolm.
VE1 JBL and the group. VE9 Mike Oscar, Malcolm and Hanwell. Yeah, I did the net for Don so he can get away with his love. So I hope it all went well. Yeah, I'm like everyone else enjoying the warmer weather there, of course, and yeah, the sugar bush should be running over the last few days. I know my neighbor down the street there, he does. I used to do it a bit when the kids were smaller, so it's always good fun with the kids. So anyway, I hope everyone has a good rest of the week, and I hope to see a few on the net on Friday. So anyway, I'll turn it back to you. 7-3 VE9MO.
Yeah, okay, very good, Malcolm, and you did a great job last week there. Absolutely, no problem at all there. So you sound like a veteran on there. So very good. Thanks, Malcolm, for coming in, and yeah, good on the sugar bush and everything too. So take care. We'll be talking to you. Let's go back to Moncton. Dawn, VE9CUB, VE1JBL. Come on in.
VE1 JBL and everybody on the net. Good evening, and everybody. No real information to convey. As everybody says, nice day here today, enjoying the nice weather for sure. So with that, Jim, I'll give it back to you. Victor Echo 1 JBL, this is Victor Echo 9 Charlie Uniform Bravo 73, and thanks, Jim, for doing the net and calling me in. And everybody stay safe.
Yeah, okay, very good, Don, and thanks very much for checking in there. You're sounding great, absolutely no problem at all. So 7-3 for now. Let's go up to Francis. Very good evening, Francis. VE9FCP, VE1JBL, and I suppose the snow is melting up there. Is it over?
VE1 JBL for the Maritime Fusion net from VE9 FCP. Well, good evening to you, Jim, and good evening to everyone in the Maritimes this evening and those listening in from afar. Well, you're right. It is melting, but it's taking its good old time. I do snow measurements here for CocoRes, and when I checked it this morning, the average snow depth is still 30 centimeters in the backyard. So where I do most of my measuring, I usually measure it off in 5 different areas because of drifting. But no, it's still hanging in there. And I guess we can't change too much about that. But my goodness, the weather has been great. The last couple nights there, Monday and Tuesday, after supper, went out for a walk around 6:30. And around the supper hour, the temperature was 19 degrees Celsius. Beautiful evening. It was a little cooler today. At supper time, it was about 15 degrees. And I'll tell you, right there now, she dropped a whole 10 degrees. She's only 5 degrees Celsius and slowly going down. So I unfortunately think that is signs of things to come. We're expecting a good snow dumping there on the weekend. So just, I guess, to remind us that old man winter hasn't left town yet. Thanks so much for doing the net, Jim. Always a pleasure to hear you in there. Wishing everyone a great week ahead, and we'll say 7-3 all around. VE1 JBL for the Maritime Fusion net from VE9 FCP in Bathurst coming through the VE9 VAT repeater. 7-3 all.
VE9 FCP, VE1 JBL. Very good, Francis. Good on everything there. And yeah, that's good temperatures, that's for sure. And yeah, you still got a lot to get rid of there. But you know what? It's going to disappear the same time every year. It doesn't matter what you think. It's still going to disappear. So, and yes, you are going to get a little more dumping on it this weekend there. But anyways, I'm sure you'll be fine up there. Thanks, Francis, for coming in, and have yourself a great evening there. And let's go back into Notre Dame, VE9 GC, VE1 JBL. Good evening, Gordon.
VE1 JBL with the Fusion net, VE9 GC. Good evening there, Jim, and all in frequency. Gordon here in Notre Dame. Well, technically a little Longville, but it's close enough. Had that discussion on our little social gathering here on the local repeater this morning. Oh, nothing particularly to report. Beautiful day this way. It was got up to a little over 18 degrees. I'm going to have to move a couple of clicks, I guess. Paul had a little bit warmer there this evening. He's showing 13, and I was showing 11. But that's okay. Took advantage of the fine weather and managed to get up on the roof of Hamshack and put up some new LMR 400 to one of the antennas. So that job is taken care of. Resprung a different antenna to see if it would make any, and that wasn't quite so successful. And I also took advantage of the out there. Took a break afternoon from doing my work stuff, and I came to my car and car. Well, anyway, good on the net. Ashamed to say, I was sitting there listening at the beginning and on my nose because the MFR was down, and I honestly don't even know how to bring up the change the rooms on my FTM 400. So that's the joys of having an HRI 200 and an FTM 100 set up here. That I just log in on that one. Anyway, back to you, my friend, and you're doing a fine job. V1JBL, VE9GC.
VE9GC, VE1JBL. Okay, very good, Gordon. Yeah, good on everything there. And I'm not sure what's going on. I think now, Moncton Fusion repeater, it just went out on my software here, but now it seems to be back in again. And you were kind of hit and miss when you came back there the last time there. So maybe conditions too. That's got something to do with some of this here too. So, but anyways, we got everything, Gordon. So very good. Thanks very much for coming in. And have yourself a great evening. And last but not least on the list is Bob, the VE9 BOF. I think he's a member of Cook, if I'm not sure. Come on in, Bob.
VE1 JBL. This is VE9 BOF. I don't know if you're hearing me, Jim. I did hear the repeater cut out a couple of times there, but anyway, nice day today, and we took a drive to the clubhouse and had a night ball with you boys, and then we got, see, we got no further traffic, so we'll see 73 into you, and
Yeah, okay, very good, Bob. Yep, you came through there on the Moncton repeater, no problem that time there. So, and you and Gordon both, so everything seems to be working all right there right now. But anyways, okay, thanks very much, Bob, for checking in, and have yourself a great evening. Now, before we go on here, I want to say good evening to Delbert. And Delbert is a friend of Scott, PE1CSA, who is listening via the YouTube channel there tonight. So welcome, Delbert, and hope you're enjoying the net there. Okay, with that, let's see. Let's go for international stations here before we take our second round. I've got I see a couple of repeaters from Ontario and, of course, the repeater from Australia there. So stations from outside the Atlantic Canada here that would like to check into the net. Come on in.
Victor Kilo 4, Fox Sierra Charlie.
Ontario.
3 Alpha Charlie. I mean the first time, but Victor Echo 3 Alpha Charlie.
Okay, I got two stations that time. I got VK4 FSC Glenn and VE3 Alpha Charlie Frank. Any other stations from outside the Maritimes that would like to check in?
VE3 X-Ray India Delta.
Hi, Jim. We got you in there also. So let's go to the top of the list there. VK4 Foxtrot Sierra Charlie. Good morning, Glenn.
Yeah, Victor Echo 1 Juliet Bravo Lima. G'day there, Jim, and good evening to everyone else over there in Canada and other parts. It's a beautiful morning here this morning, Jim. Local time, approximately 10 to 9 in the morning. So it's been great to sit and listen to all the information coming across. And still got 30 centimetres of snow in some places up there. Geez, I don't think I've ever seen 30 centimetres of snow anywhere. On my last snow trip, I go down to Gyra. It's a place approximately 600 kilometres south of my home location, and it's only gets probably 2 or 3 centimetres, if that, of snow on the ground. So, and it only happens on rare occasions in that part of New South Wales. So, up here in sunny Queensland, which it is today, it's a beautiful morning. As I said, around about 24 degrees Celsius at the moment as well. Top temperature is supposed to get up to about 29 degrees Celsius today, they're saying. So it should be a beautiful day. After having 10 days of pretty solid rain. But where I am here, approximately 100 kilometres north of Brisbane on the east coast in Queensland, I'm in a little seaside village. We didn't have all the flooding that maybe you're seeing on the television over there. That's a lot further south of me here, so I've been very blessed not to get that flooding. Okay, don't put it back to you, Jim. And as he was saying as well, we are part of the International Lighthouse Weekend. So we do have a local light here in Caloundra, and we will be active for the weekend for the gentleman that Jim mentioned earlier on the net. Put it back to you, Jim. And as I said, great roll up here this morning for me. And as I said, hopefully we'll be here on the Friday net as well, Jim. PEI Juliet Bravo Lima, VK4 Fox Sierra Charlie. Good morning from Australia.
VK4 FSC from Victor Echo 1 Juliet Bravo Lima. Okay, very good, Glenn, and have yourself a good morning over there, and sounds like going to be another hot one. Have another cup of coffee there, and sit back and enjoy the rest of the net there. And I'll get a hold of Francis, Glenn, and I'll tell him to box up some of that 30 centimeters he has up there, and he'll ship that off to you there right away, quick there, and you can have a look at it there when it gets there. 7-3, Glenn, thanks very much, and thanks for checking in, and we'll hopefully hear you Friday night there. 7-3 for now. Let's go up to Ontario, Frank. VE3 Alpha Charlie. I have you on here someplace. Yes, up in Sudbury. Come on in.
Well, good evening, Jim, and everyone else that's checked in and is about to. It's been raining here pretty much all afternoon. It was overcast this morning, but then the skies opened up and it rained a little bit. Not quite like Australia, but still it rained. And other than that, COVID-wise, we're not looking in the greatest of shapes. We're still climbing here with the positives and the whole bit, so I'm not sure what's going to happen. All I know is that the wife decided to go to the grocery store, and we stocked up just in case things lock down a little tighter. This way we will be all prepared. We won't have to worry about going around in the crowds. But yeah, and with that, we'll probably be on around for Friday night's net. Enjoyed the net last week on Friday, so we're going to do it again. And we're enjoying this one as well. So back to you. So this is Victor Echo 3 Alpha Charlie in Sudbury saying hello and waving a hand.
VE3 Alpha Charlie, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Frank. Thanks very much for checking in there, and good on the COVID. Yep, take care up there. My brother lives just north of Toronto in York, and they finally gave the go-ahead for his age group there, so hopefully he's going to get his shot there right away quick. And yeah, you're getting back up to 1,500 cases or something a day. That's wild. That's for sure. So just take care, and we'll get through this. 7-3 for now. Now let's go to eastern part of Ontario. VE3XID in Cornwall. VE1 JBL. Come on in, Jim.
Oh, good evening, Jim, and thank you very much. And I'll say good evening to everybody on the net here, and yeah, long time no hear. I was trying to get in on the CQ Maritime YSF connection, but it's refusing me, so I don't know if it's the same one or not. But anyway, I managed to commandeer or take over the local repeater and switch it over here. So I'll have to turn it back very soon because, well, we have a 10 o'clock your time net right here on the CQ Canada VE1AO room. And yeah, we finally got rid of the sun. we had 4 days of beautiful sunshine, no clouds. Now all of a sudden today we got well, we're at 11 degrees and cloudy and sporadic rain. Nothing heavy, but just enough to coax the snowbanks to go away. So yeah, it's a slow but sure job. We're getting closer to summer. Anyway, thanks for the opportunity to speak my piece on this here soapbox, and we'll turn it back to you, Jim. Net Control, B1JBL, BE3XID. Listening.
Yeah, okay, very good, Jim. Thanks very much for checking in there, sounding good, and have yourself a great evening. You're always good to have you on board there. Okay, with that, let's go back to the Maritimes here. Let's start with Nova Scotia again. So stations from Nova Scotia that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion net, come on in.
Victor Echo 1 Zulu Bravo.
Victor Echo 1 Bravo India Charlie.
Victor Alpha 1, Victor Charlie.
Victor Echo 1 Charlie Hotel Lima.
Okay, I got 4 fine stations there. I got BE1 Zulu Bravo, BE1 Bravo India Charlie, BA1 Victor Charlie, and BE1 Charlie Hotel Lima. Nova Scotia stations, who did I miss? I guess I didn't miss anybody. Okay, let's go top of the list. Oxford, BE1 Zulu Bravo, BE1 JBL. Good evening, Mike.
Hey, VE1 JBL. VE1 Zulu Bravo. Good evening, Jim, and good evening to everybody on frequency. And yeah, a message for Ron there coming up behind me. I see your picture on Twitter this morning. I see Ian Hannah-Mansing retweeted a picture way back when at your CKDH days there. And anyways, kind of an interesting looking picture. So, anyways, I'm sure you're aware of it because I think your son made a comment. So, anyways, thanks for doing the net tonight, Jim. On the Zulu Bravo.
Yeah, okay, very good, Mike, and good on everything. No, I didn't see that. I'll have to go back into my Twitter feed here later on and have a look. See, yeah, Ian Hannah-Mansing, he used to do the news there in Amherst years ago. Boy, I'm telling you, that was a long time ago. That wasn't yesterday. And I always used to enjoy him on the doing the news and stuff on CKDH there. So I'm sure Ron will have something to say about that. Thanks, Mike, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there. And speaking of Ron, VE1 BIC, VE1 JBL. How's the ankle coming over?
V1 JBL and FusionNet. Yeah, hi Jim. Yeah, the ankle's getting a little bit better. It's been over 3 weeks now, so just a couple of weeks or a little more than a couple of weeks, should be hopefully healed up. I can drive again, and just about time to get the motorcycle out. So hopefully it'll continue to improve. It's feeling a lot better. Yeah, I did see that poster. That was, I believe, made by Bob Henry in St. John. He worked here in Amherst as well before I was ever there. Ian actually did the news when I was on Saturday mornings. He would do the news for me on Saturday mornings, and I'd always find him down in the record library. I think he was a little more interested in playing music than he was reading the news. But anyway, he's gone on to a lot of bigger and better things than we have ever imagined around here. Anyway, good for him. Anyway, yeah, thanks for checking me in there. And just something I was thinking of today, you know, how many people now are on Fusion, and if it hadn't been for COVID, I wonder just how many, you know, less people there would be. I think it's given a boost to the hobby, and especially the Fusion part of it. So something to think about there tonight. VE1 JBL and the group of VE1 BIC.
Yeah, okay, very good, Ron. Yeah, good on everything there. Glad the ankle's getting better, and good on Ian there also. Yeah, I always used to, like I say, always used to enjoy him on there. So, yeah, host of the National now. He's big time there, that's for sure. I always listen to him quite a bit there in the evenings there also. But, yeah, good on everything there. And, yes, you're right. I think the hobby has gained a lot. You know, unfortunately, it took COVID, you know, but, you know, you don't want to plus that. But, anyways, yeah, I'm sure a lot of people got into Fusion and maybe into amateur radio sitting around and wanting to do something, a new hobby. So, but anyways, thanks, Ron, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there, and we'll be talking to you. Don, BA1 Victor Charlie, come on in and give us the latest on the animals around the house there. And I was talking to Glenn, Victor Kilo 4, and Foxtrot Charlie says he was chatting to you, and you were mentioning him, the animals around your property. I guess a raccoon. So come on in, Don, BA1 Victor Charlie.
Yeah, Roger, Jim, I kind of chased them away the other day. I didn't want to, but they were taking too much off the top of my berry patch. So, and I'm cutting down on the bird feeders and stuff. So there'll always be lots of grass out there for them to eat. They're in the field all year long, except for hunting season. So, well, I mean, as long as the grass is available, I don't know where they go after that. But anyway, I'm looking down here in the driveway, and I can see 2 or 3, and I'm only about 200 yards from beginning to end of the driveway, and looks like they're eating snow, what little snow I got left. And yeah, the raccoons are out there. I don't see any of the spring birds here yet, so although I've been working in the garden, I can't dig my holes for planting yet because there's still some frost down there. So, but anyway, I've been getting outside and cleaning up a little bit and moving this here, moving that there, just taking it easy on myself, and getting ready to get my shot sometime in the future. I guess April for Nova Scotia is going to be time somewhere in there for the 70 to 74 years of age. And I was talking to my nurse today, and she said, "You get it. You better get it." She didn't have to say it that way, but we'll get it somehow. And other than that, yeah, the animals are out there. I see the cock pheasants are having cockfights out there, and the gray squirrels chasing each other up and down the trees. They're all figuring spring's on the way, but there might be an April Fool's joke in there yet. And I guess that's it, Jim. Hope everybody's doing well and getting ready to get their shots when the time comes. We might go short here of it, the way they're talking. Europe may keep some back. So anyway, 7-3.
VA1 Victor Charlie, VE1 JBL. Very good, Don. Thanks very much for coming in, and good on the upgrade of the animal situation there. And by the way, I don't know if you're on the computer or if you're on YouTube, but I watched a YouTube video there last week. There's a gentleman down outside of Halifax, and then he mentions it's Halifax. That's how I figured he's outside of Halifax. This guy has been feeding the raccoons, and he on this video. And he has 48 hot dogs. He went to the Walmart, picked up 48 hot dogs, and he has his hot dogs out on the deck, and he has 22 raccoons. 22 raccoons on the deck with him. And he's feeding them all these hot dogs. It's it's funny as heck to watch. So if anybody gets a chance to go on YouTube and I don't know, just type in 22 raccoons or something in Nova Scotia or something. But it's awesome to see. It goes on for quite a while because he feeds them all those raccoons with those 48 hog dogs. It's really something to see. I don't know how old it is. I just thought it was something new, but I didn't really look at it that closely. But anyways, I did see it on YouTube there the other night there. So might be something interesting and put a smile on your face if you see that. Very good, Don. Thanks very much for coming in. Have yourself a great week there. And let's go down to Scott. And how's the ice down there, Scotty? Are you still using the Zamboni, or is it just about time to take it out? VE1CHL, VE1JBL.
VE1JBL, VE1CHL. Very good evening, Jim, and good evening to everyone on board this evening. And a gorgeous day it was. I couldn't believe it. I got in the truck at 5 o'clock over River John area, and there's 19 on the thermometer in the truck. I thought it was because it was sitting in the sun, but down the road it dropped down to 18, so it was a really warm day over there. But anyhow, I'm sure we'll have lots of those. And as for the ice, they're still using the gym. Sunday's our last day. Sunday night the plant will get turned off, and I imagine by Tuesday she'll be a little damp in there on the concrete. But anyhow, that season kind of flew by, and it won't be long. We'll be putting it back in. Hope everyone has a good week. 7-3, VE1CHL.
Yeah, okay, very good, Scott. Yeah, I figured it must be getting to an end there. So, anyways, always next year, that's for sure. Thanks, Scott, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there for sure. Okay, so that's the second round of Nova Scotia completed. So let's go back to Prince Edward Island. I think everybody was out in the sand there on Prince Edward Island the first time around. So let's see if there's anybody around. Anybody around from Prince Edward Island that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion at the moment?
Alpha India Charlie, VE1AIC.
Okay, Ron, we got you in there, and boy, it's hard to pull the people out tonight from PEI there. Like I say, just maybe the weather's so nice, everybody's out and about there. Come on in, VE1AIC, VE1JBL.
Yeah, good evening, Jim, and all on the net. Yes, that's quite true. Especially with the change in time, out and about in the backyard, getting rid of the last of the snow and putting up stuff on the deck. Generally enjoy an evening, so it's hard to get inside by 7 o'clock. Maybe some of the nets should be an hour later in this time zone. But anyway, we're on the Charlottetown repeater. Everybody's coming through loud and clear. I see 23 nodes on there, so it's a nice big crowd tonight. VE1AIC.
Yeah, okay, very good, Ron, and yeah, thanks very much for coming in there. And yeah, but the time shows maybe we should move up the another hour. We won't get into that time zone. My goodness, there's so much controversy about the time zones now and the time change and everything. But we'll muddle through here. Thanks, Ron, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there. Okay, let's go back to New Brunswick. Second round of New Brunswick stations. I would like to check into the Maritime Fusion at stations from New Brunswick. Come on in.
Victor Echo 9, Lima Echo November. Victor Echo 9, Lima Echo November.
Victor 9, Mike Tango Victor.
9, Juliet Charlie Tango. Victor Echo 9, Juliet Charlie Tango.
Victor Echo 1, November Alpha Tango.
Okay, I got 4 fine stations that time. I got VE9 LEN, VE9 Mike Tango Victor, VE9 Juliet Charlie Tango, and VE1 November Alpha Tango. Who did I miss from New Brunswick? New Brunswick stations, over.
Victor Yankee 2, Golf Foxtrot.
Okay, I got 2 more stations in there. I got George BY2 GF, and I got a VE9 Charlie Golf Lima. Anybody else from New Brunswick that'd like to check in? Anybody else? Okay, we'll go with that group. We got 6 stations that time. Let's start top of the list. Lynn, come on in. VE9 LEN, VE1 JBL.
Yeah, VE9 JBL, VE9 LEN returning. Good evening to you there, Jim, and to everybody on frequency. The mountain repeater sometimes is, I don't know, it's not making connection, but it comes off and on and on and off, so I'm going through the VY2 JOE repeater on the island. So here at the moment it's plus 9.4 Celsius, so it's beautiful. We had a beautiful day. It melted quite a bit of snow, and we're looking forward to that. And outside of that, not too much else to report from here. So back to you there, Jim. Thanks for calling me in. Appreciate it. And have yourself a fine net. It's being good so far. So back to you. VE9 we're clear.
VE9 LEN, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Lynn. Thanks very much for coming in from Shediac there tonight. Good to have you on board. And yes, I've noticed it out and in. And even I'm finding on the software here, I'm finding it very delayed here when I'm keying up and then when anybody else keys up. So I don't know if it's internet issues or condition issues or what's going on here. But anyways, we did get you in there. Thanks, Lynn, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there. And maybe Mike will know something about the MFR going in and out here. What's going on up there? VE9 Mike Tango Victor, VE1 JBL. Come on in, Mike.
Yeah, VE1 JBL and the Maritime Fusion at VE9 MTV. Yeah, good evening, Jim. Yeah, I'm coming in my personal node there, so I'm not really sure, but I know sometimes if you look at the what Yezu suggests you should have at least 9 megabytes per second upload and 9 megabytes per second download. So if you don't have that, that's going to cause dropouts and slow down everybody. And that's just at prime time. Sometimes when there's a lot of activities on the internet, of course, it bogs everything down. So, and I'm not sure what's going on with MFR, but I just got in there, so I really didn't. I got a message from Bert there saying that it was not on almost for 15 minutes there. So, yeah, sometimes that can happen, and I don't know. Sometimes lots of stuff going on there. So I know for sure that my node here has got really good. My internet here is really good there. I rarely go down below 20 uploads. So and my download is way up in the hundreds or 200s there. So I'm all set for that for my node for sure. So other than that, Jim, a beautiful day here. Still 10 degrees here, plus 10 here so far. No wind, and just got back from picking up my wife back there, so thought I'd check in before it was too late. So 7-3, have a good net, and nice to hear everybody on the net. VE1 JBL, VE9 MTV.
VE9 Mike Tango Victor, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Mike. Yep, good on everything there. And yeah, between the conditions and everything. And I know we got a good speed here in Amherst. Lauren took it there a couple of weeks ago there. I think it was 90 has the download speed 90. I don't even get one here at Tignish, and I think he was saying it was 90. So good internet speed at the AMH site, that's for sure. Thanks, Mike, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there. Okay, let's go see John Claude, BE9 JCT, BE1 JBL. Come on in.
Yeah, good evening to you, Jim, and good evening to all on it. Yeah, hopefully I'm getting through. I tried a few different repeaters, and I was hopping on from one to the other, but right now I'm using the V1 AMH. Anyway, hi to Mike and Lynn. Mike, I just got in the shack here about maybe 10-15 minutes ago, so yeah. And beautiful day today. Oh my gosh, this is so nice. So anyway, we'll take it for sure. And I'll take it back to you, Jim. Thanks for doing the net, calling me in. 7-3 all around from Shediac, B9 JCT.
Yeah, okay, very good, Jean-Claude. Thanks very much for coming in there and taking the time, and have yourself a great evening there for sure. 7-3 for now. Let's go all the way up to Edmundston. BE1 NAT, BE1 JBL. Good evening, Natalie.
Hi. So, nothing to report, just to say hello to everyone. Hello, Mike. And that's it for now. And bonsoir à tout le monde et bonne fin de semaine. Je te retourne ça, and thank you for doing the net.
Yeah, okay, very good, Natalie, and thank you very much for participating in the net. We really do appreciate it there, and have yourself a great evening there, and 7-3 for now. Before I call George in, I'll take Jermaine, BE9 CGL, BE1 JBL. Jermaine, come on in.
Good evening, Jim, and everybody else on the Fusion Net tonight. Nothing much to report over my part of the province. Just want to put my name in your bucket to have another name. So I want to wish everybody a nice night, 7-3, and stay safe. From VE9 Charlie Gov Lima.
BE9 CGL, BE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Jermaine. Thanks very much. Sounding great. Absolutely no problem at all. And good to have you on board here as always. And have yourself a great week there for sure. Okay, let's go back to the island. And George, BY2GF, BE1 JBL. And on frequency here, we do have a Victor Kilo 4 station from Australia. And I don't know if you've been listening, George, but they're into the lighthouse activities also. And I had mentioned your name, and I mentioned the Facebook page that you guys have. So you may be hearing from Glenn and the boys down in Australia there. Come on in, BY2GF, BE1 JBL.
Well, good evening, Jim and everybody in the net. Yes, the gentleman from Australia, I did hear the tail end of it. VK4, and maybe you can give me the rest of the call sign, and I'll contact them. Anyway, lovely day here, and the big news is I've got a new battery for running this unit, and it's the one I'll take when I'm activating lighthouses. It's a foot long, and I don't know how many ampere hours it is, but it should have a lot. So hope everybody has a good week, and we'll certainly look forward to the net next Wednesday evening. Victor Yankee 2 Golf Foxtrot.
Yeah, okay, very good, very good, George. And yeah, the call sign is Victor Kilo 4. On my list here someplace. Victor Kilo 4, Foxtrot Sierra Charlie. Victor Kilo 4, Foxtrot Sierra Charlie. His name is Glenn, and he is on frequency. So if you guys hang around after the net, you'd be able to have a chat with each other after the net is over here. The frequency will be free, and you guys can have a chat there if you want there. And Bill, I think Bill, if Bill's still on there, he can jump in there too. So very good. Hey, George, thanks very much for checking in. Have yourself a great evening. Okay, with that, that was the second round from New Brunswick. We're up to 19 minutes past 8 local time here. So let's open it up for anybody, anywheres. Anybody, anywheres that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion at tomorrow.
To TGW. Quebec Delta.
Okay, you got 3 stations that time. I got Victor Echo 1 Alpha Sierra. I got Kilo 2 Tango. Oh boy, I hope that's a Golf and not a Charlie. Whiskey. And I got Kevin, BE1 KEV. Any other stations from anywhere that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion at? Come on in.
Victor Echo 1 Quebec Delta. Victor Echo 1 Quebec Delta.
Sure am.
Okay, I got 2 more stations that time. I got Scott, BE1QD, and Robert, BE1RMJ. Any other stations from anywhere that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion before we close? Okay, we'll go with that list that we have here. Terry, down in Pugwash, BE1AS, BE1JBL, come on in.
PE1 JBL, PE1 Alpha Sierra. Good evening, Jim. And Sue also says good evening with PA1 SIS. Also, good evening to Kevin. I haunted your neighborhood there this afternoon when I was in Amherst. And also to Robert, RMJ. Everything here was beautiful, 15 plus. I would say 90% of the snow is gone. And I turned the HF rig on 20 meters, and Jamaica, for some reason, just boomed in. No trouble with copying them. Anyway, with that, we'll wish everyone a good evening on the net tonight, and have a good rest of the week. With that, back to net control.
BE1AS, BE1JBL. Okay, very good, Terry. Good on everything there, and good on Jamaica. Yep, good contact there for sure. And I bet you they're having a nice warm day there also. But we did pretty good here today. Yep, I think we plus 15 when I was in the Sugarwoods there today, and I think it might have been warmer than some other places there. So it was actually a very good day here. So we did well for late March, that's for sure. Thanks, Terry. Have yourself a great evening there. And now I think this is Kilo 2 Tango Golf Whiskey. And I looked it up. It would be Lester, if I'm correct. So Kilo 2 Tango Golf Whiskey. Come on in.
Hey, fine business. Name is Les, right? Lima Echo Sierra. Using an HT, a Yaesu FT70 via a local repeater. And you guys are really loud and clear here on Long Island. We are near JFK Airport. Thanks for taking me in. K2 TGW.
K2 TGW. I have to get rid of that. I have to get around that one. Victor Echo 1 Juliet Bravo Lima. Yeah, very good evening, Les, and thanks very much for coming in tonight from Long Island. Good stuff. And next to the airport there, the name here is Jim, by the way. Juliet and Mike Jim, and we're located in Tignish Bridge, which is just outside of Amherst, Nova Scotia. So very good to have you on board, Les. And thanks very much for taking part. We're here every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Atlantic time, and would love to have you check in more often with us. So I hope you're enjoying the net there. 7-3 for now, and have yourself a great evening there. let's go into Amherst, VE1 KEV, VE1 JBL. Beautiful day out in the Sugarwoods today, Kevin. We were there for quite a while there. We went in with jackets on and came out with only our T-shirts on. It was that warm, over.
That's good to hear, that's for sure. V1 JBL, Wednesday night Fusion net, V1 Kilo Echo Victor. Very good evening, and to Terry and Robert coming up there behind me, and all the others there on the net tonight. Great sounding net there. What I did catch, caught some of it there. We just got back from the tax girl there, doing her income taxes there this evening, so. Which isn't that bad. We don't have to give them any more money. They get to give me some, so that's always good. Both of us at that. So anyway, and good to hear that Sugarwoods. Yeah, I bet you it was a beautiful day back there in the woods for sure, and hopefully it was good walking there. Not too soft or soupy there for you guys. I know it was warm in town. I went up to Moncton there first thing this morning, and then came back and worked finished up Amherst, and yeah, it was hot. By the end of it there, I had to take my sweater off. It was like plus 15 or 16 or something like that. It was pretty good. So, and we're only at down to plus 8 here now, I guess actually now. So it's still quite nice out really. So anyway, that's about it from here, Jim. Thank you very much for calling me in. 73. You have yourself a great rest of the evening there, and we'll hear you again. V1 JBL, V1 KEV, 73.
VE1 KEV, VE1 JBL. Very good, Kevin. Yeah, good on everything. And yes, when we came back from the Sugarwoods this afternoon, I don't think there's another covered chip truck, but there was one parked at the Irving Big Stop there. Or not the Irving Big Stop, but you know where I mean, in town there. Your truck was parked out there. I think it was yours because I seen a 2-meter magnetic on the roof there, so I'm pretty sure that was you. Anyways, Kevin, thanks very much for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. We'll be talking to you 7-3 for now. Now, let's go down to just outside of world-famous Peggy's Cove. And Steve Scott, VE1QD from VE1 JBL. Come on in, Scott.
V1 JBL, V1QD. Good evening, Jim, and to all on frequency. I've missed a couple of weeks here because one thing or another has cropped up, and I was a little late in getting in today. It's been, like everywhere else, a beautiful day down here in Hackett's Cove. Sunny and warm and very pleasant, sitting out on the deck in the late afternoon with a little libation. Anyway, I just wanted to check in, and I have nothing else to say for the moment. So 73 from Hackett's Cove, Jim. V1 JBL, V1 QD.
VE1 QD and Hackett's Cove, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Scott. Good to hear you on there tonight. Sounding great. Absolutely no problem at all there. And we'll talk to you again there for sure. 7-3, and have yourself a great evening there. Thanks very much for taking part there. Last but not least, we'll go to Robert, who looks after the live streaming of the Maritime Fusion net here. And boy, you don't get nothing but good remarks, Robert. So you're doing a great job, that's for sure. And I sure do enjoy the chat box here. VE1 RMJ from Oxford, VE1 JBL. Come on in. V1RMJ, VE1JBL. Okay, very good, Robert. Yeah, thanks very much for coming in there. And yeah, you're always late getting home there. And I know you were going to mention that you were going to get this thing automatically set up to start so you wouldn't miss it there. So we'll chat about that later on there. Thanks, Robert, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. Okay, it is 8:30, so let's make this the last call. This is going to be the last call for the Maritime Fusion Net for Wednesday, March 24th. Last call for the Maritime Fusion Net. Anybody from anywhere, come on in.
Victor Echo 1, Delta Echo Sierra Portable.
Okay, I got two stations at that time. I got VE1DES and VE9CAM. Any other stations? This is the last call for the Maritime Fusion at any late stations that would like to check in. Come on in. Okay, I guess these two stations are going to wrap it up tonight, and Cam, you'll tie the bow. VE9DES down in Yarmouth. I think, Don, you're down there. VE1JBL, come on in.
V1JBL, V1DES, just a slight correction on the call. Won't hold it long. I know you're trying to wrap it up. We tried earlier, but 7250 for some reason didn't quite make it. So you need a portable. Works a whole lot better. Back to you there, Jim, V1DES.
Okay, very good, Don. Good on everything there. Thanks very much. You're sounding great that time. Absolutely no problem at all. So thanks very much for taking in there, and good to have somebody on the YR Gateway there for sure there. And I would imagine that's where Rob came in earlier this evening there. So very good. Thanks, Don. Have yourself a great evening there. And tying the bow, VE9CAM, VE1JBL. Come on in, Cam.
VE1 on the net, the EAM returning. Well, thank you very much for calling me in. My apologies to whoever was trying to use the MFR repeater. For some reason, it just was not working, so I had to remotely reboot the computer and just brought it back online. So it seems to be working okay. If you're copying me okay, I guess works. So that's about it. 730. Thanks, V9CAM.
VE9CAM, VE1JBL. Yeah, very good, Ken. Yeah, it was in and out. I thought I seen it go in and out a couple of times there. And of course, the first guys were coming and saying they were using the BFB repeater and using the Amherst repeater. And I said, I said, wonder what's going on there. But anyways, thanks, Cam, for looking after that. Anyways, and I found a lot of delay here tonight, even at my location here. So I don't know if it's conditions, internet, or what. But anyways, we got everybody in. We got 48 here tonight, so that's good stuff. Thanks, Cam, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. Okay, guys, with that, we're going, and girls, sorry, guys and girls, we're going to close the net. We had 48 check-ins tonight. Great net. We would like to thank all the amateurs for checking in tonight. We also want to thank the owners of the repeaters and the nodes who linked in tonight for helping us expand the area for local hams to check in. A recap of the net will be sent out to all members via email. Probably send that out probably first thing in the morning by the time I get it all recapped there and sent out to everybody there. And again, if anybody wants to get on the email list that is not on my Fusion email list, send me an email at jimbe1jbl@gmail.com and I will add you to the list for all the Fusion members there. For more information about the Maritime Fusion Net, go to the Moncton and Area ARC website at www.maarc.ca. Mike Alpha Romeo Charlie at CA, and click on Club Activities and then Nets, and you'll get to the Maritime Fusion Net. Now that the net has concluded, the repeaters are now open for general use. This is VE1JBL signing off. Good night, all. And George and Glenn, if you guys are still there and want to talk lighthouse activity, the net, the repeater's all yours. Go ahead.